ones a bit lower. So let's have a look to the mouth of the crater to discover that it's not only possible to walk on the rim of the crater, but even to go inside the hole from where the activity started and all the materials came out. So gases, ashes, little stones, big stones, everything comes out from there, downhill. So imagine before having the activity, before having the eruption, all these volcanic cone, the crater itself doesn't exist. So it's all flat. Then a hole forms from where all those materials come out. They fly down, falling down and forming a first layer of the crater. Then with each explosion we have new material and more layers forming. That's how these walls form. Okay? So to understand why they only have one activity, I'll explain you something in general about our volcano. And it's easy a bit to understand if you imagine my hand to be Etna. So this is the base of Etna, which is at the sea level, level 0. This is the peak where the 4 main active craters are, 3,300 meters. Our magma chamber is here, more or less at the sea level. From the magma chamber there is a main chimney that goes straight up to the top. In the very last part it splits in 4 to join the 4 main active craters. When inside the magma chamber pressure rises and temperature rises, gases and magma contained in the magma chamber go up inside the main chimney and exit by the top craters, the summit craters. Pressure and temperature rise because of the movement of tectonic plates. That's why we have volcanoes, okay? So, but sometimes while rising, gases and magma are, let's say, not strong enough to reach the summit. So what they do is opening a flank chimney, a new chimney, that goes straight to the flank of the volcano. It's here on the flank of the volcano that the fracture forms. And inside the fracture, all the craters in a line. Here, the bottoniera. From here, lava comes out, forming the lava flow. At the end of the activity, one part of the lava flow remains inside the chimney, cools down, solidifies, forming a big cork of basalt. Basalt is lava stone. It's very strong, very compact, so it really closes the chimney forever. So even if afterwards, later, with another activity, magma and gases take the same way, the same road, let's say, at a certain moment they will touch the cork of basalt. It's easier to find another exit, so to form a new chimney, than to break the cork of basalt. That's why we never had a second activity by a flank crater. We can have new craters forming at a few meters distance, but never from a side crater, which is already closed, as you can see, totally closed. That's why it's totally safe, no risk to be here. Totally different situation if we go to the summit. There, well, at the moment, as I told you, it's forbidden to go. It's because during the explosions there are different kind of materials flying out. So we can have these ones, small, light, but also bigger stones that I'll show you in 2 minutes. Okay, let's continue. So when you see the black or gray column of ash, you see the ash flying in the direction of wind. When the wind blows towards Catania, we have to close the airport. Volcanic ash is really dangerous for the engines of aircrafts. It's like, if you remember, in 2010, all the airports in Europe were closed because of the big volcanic cloud coming from Iceland. So in this case, when we have it in Catania, and it often happens, we have to close the airport, so passengers have to land in Palermo and then by bus they come to Catania. Perfect. She's standing on a volcanic bomb. Yeah, we call this kind of stones volcanic bombs. Bomba vulcanica, yes.
Standing up on a bomb, be careful.
Is she the youngest one of the group?
Obviously.
So, ash is the thinnest part, the lightest part. Then the small stones that you see a bit everywhere are called lapilli. Lapilli. They are very porous, very light. They also fly away. Not so far as the ash. Last year ash was in Palermo. Ask Giancarmine and Rosella, it's true. In other occasions, Africa, Greece received our volcanic ash. Yeah. Sometimes the lapilli fall down in the villages. So that's not really good.
This rock can descend really way up, right? Sometimes.
Not this one. Well, this is very compact and very heavy. Tons of weight. So you see, this is the inside. It was bigger than this. It broke in time.
Did somebody place it here? Or this is...
No, it was ejected by the crater. So, to understand properly what a bomb is, it's important to know the difference between magma and lava. Who knows? Okay, I help you. It's more or less the same, but with little differences. We call it magma when it is inside the volcano, contained in the magma chamber, as I told you. Outside, lava. Magma contains gases. Coming out, it loses the gases and it becomes lava. Temperature, of course, is also different. In Celsius, lava has a temperature of 1000 degrees, while magma is 3 times hotter. That's it, very simple. Inside the magma chamber, magma is not liquid. There are like grooms, pieces of magma. During the explosive and strombolian activity, these pieces of magma come out. They enter in contact with air, of course. There is a big difference of temperature between magma and open air. So the outsider part cools down quickly. If the bomb flies in one direction like this, it will have like a long shape, like a rope, let's say. If it rolls in the air before touching the ground, a rounded shape. In any case, a bomb, it's always like this. very compact, very strong, very heavy. That's why it comes out and it falls down nearby the crater from where it comes. So usually we find the bombs inside the mouth, on the rim, or just outside. But we never know the strength, the power of the pressure of the explosions, and that's why it's better to avoid to go close to the active craters at the moment. Because there are also stones like this coming out. Even a little bomb like this on your head is enough to die. Okay, so that's the real risk of our volcano. Lava flows are not dangerous. So if we only have lava flowing, we can approach, we can go close to the lava because it flows really slowly. But if there is also the explosive activity, we have to remain at a lower altitude. Okay? So that's the real reason why the summit is closed at the moment. Okay? Let's continue. If you have some questions, just ask.
Within the topic of volcanoes, I've always been fascinated about
Pompeii.
Ercolano.
Yes, it's a totally different kind of activity. Fortunately, we don't have this kind of activity on Etna, which is called ardent clouds.
Yes.
It's gases, hot gases, also in fact blocks flying down very fast.
Oh, that's why people are frozen in
Yeah,
time.
exactly. They didn't.
Expression.
Yeah, they stopped to breathe. Some of them were also killed by a sort of bombs,
And
but
sorry,
it's
repeat that, please. Some of them were.
also killed by blocks or stones flying down, rolling down very, very fast. We had a sort of activity like that last year, the 23rd of October. For me, it was the first time to see something like this. It was really amazing on one side, but also scary,
Yeah.
because it really rolls down very, very, very fast. It was not far from us, but yeah, it's like a real
Una
a flow.
valanga, una
Sì,
valanga.
a pyroclastic flow it's
Oh,
called.
it's nice term.
Yeah. And well, that's very, very dangerous.
Thank you.
Well, Vesuvius is a dangerous volcano because of its activity and also because now it's totally closed, also by a big cork of basalt, but it's
Dear
not
Sicily
dead.
lovers, some of you are
It's
from
still
Catania?
active inside. So something
Over there,
is still
Catania.
moving inside Vesuvius. So one day something will happen. And people live
They are
there.
enjoying this pleasant
They're happy
walk.
to live on the volcano. We
And
also
so
live on the
even if you
volcano.
are lazy,
But the
you can
difference
enjoy
is
and
that we
walk
have
just around the
4
edge
release
of the crater.
valves. 4
like
open
our
doors
Sicily lovers
from
are
where
doing.
pressure can always exit.
Yeah.
So it's totally it's a totally different situation. So here on the ground you can see different colors, or also on the other craters, mainly red. Red is given by the oxidation of iron. Volcanic soil contains a lot of minerals, and here mainly iron. So especially when lava remains hot for a long time, in contact with rain, snow, it oxidates, so the red color of iron comes out. You can also see now and there some yellow spots. It's given, yes, good.
I know my mineralogy.
Yes, good. That's also why our terrain, our ground is so fertile. We have a lot of vegetation on the volcano. Also, of course, it changes with the altitude. On the coast, which is already Etna, you visited Catania this morning.
Yes.
So you've been on Etna already this morning. Catania is part of Etna.
Where is Catania from here?
There. There you can see the harbor.
Oh, yes.
That's the harbor of Catania. Ho dimenticato cosa stavo dicendo. Okay, vegetation was the subject. So on the coast we even find palm trees. Here pine trees. So totally different kind of vegetation. In between, of course, it changes with the altitude. So at a lower level where the villages are, for example, we have mainly fruit trees, a lot of citrus, so orange trees, but also other ones. A bit higher, vineyards that you will see in a couple of hours. And of course taste some Etnian wine. It's totally different than other wines that you can find in Sicily. Okay? Because in all Sicily we have a big production of wine, but the grapes of Etna are different than the grapes you find in other areas of Sicily. Well, at the winery they will explain you better than me the differences. Okay? A bit higher, chestnut trees. Chestnut tree, castagna, sì. It's blooming now. Maybe you've seen some chestnut tree. Is a tree that we can find all around Etna. It's present on all the flanks of Etna. While other kind of trees are only present on one flank or on another. For example, pistachio tree. Bronte is a famous town, village, because of the production of pistachio. But it's the only area where we find pistachio trees around Etna. Birch trees are only present on the northeast side, not north, northeast. If you really go to the northern flank, there are no birch trees.
We only hire beautiful guide like Isabella. Only the best. Isabella, they are falling in love with you.
Thank you.
Say
Thank
hello
you.
to the world from Mount Etna!
Give me the microphone.
Ciao a tutti!
Say.
Mount Etna!
Come on, Kevin.
Mount Etna, beautiful.
John,
Hey.
would you like to sing something?
Stasera Nanni nei miei sagliette, tu stai a do, eccetera.
etc. Guys, this is the best excursion if you're lazy. No, Isabella?
Yeah, it's true.
In few minutes you can realize what Mount Etna is.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't even have to climb the
Hike.
top of the mountain.
Yeah, but you have a clear idea of what Etna is and how it works.
Well said. Well said.
Barbara Scalici.
Where is?
Ciao fratello mio.
Oh, your sister is watching you.
Ah, mia sorella, Barbara, Bibi. Ciao Bella, you come next year, huh?
Yeah, next
Ciao Barbara.
Love you, B.
He's having a great time.
Oh, you'd love her.
My friend
She's crazy.
Mix, the best. Thank you, Mix,
Migliore.
for joining us. It's a
Grazie mille.
great pleasure. So, Isabella, don't talk enough.
No.
Don't talk too much now. We give the
I
word
didn't
to
say
Isabella.
nothing. You talk
Well, just a
like
little
every
break
time.
for our friends who are watching.
Yes, of course. We have to say hello, no, to the other friends as well. So, as you can see, if you look this direction, there is really a tree line. So the maximum altitude for trees is 2000 meters. Higher than this, you see still the presence of vegetation. But they are only small endemic plants. Endemic means local, plants that you can only find on Etna, which are the first plants growing after having a lava flow and the last ones we find in altitude. Maximum altitude for this kind of plants is 2500, 2600 meters. After that, so higher, nothing more. There are no more conditions for life, and so it's really the volcanic desert. Let's continue our tour on the rim of the crater to see the other ones a bit lower, which are always part of the same activity. So it's always Silvestri craters, 1892. If you look here, you can see different lava flows. We can see they are different with different age by the color and the presence of vegetation. On the left hand side you see a brighter lava stone with some plants on top. It's the lava flow of 1792 that totally covers the eastern flank of Etna. We still find this lava flow in Zafferana. Zafferana is the highest village on the eastern side of Etna. Then you see like a borderline with a darker lava, with less vegetation. It's the lava flow of 1892, 100 years younger, that came out from the Silvestri craters where we are now. And there a bit more to the left, to the right, you can see another borderline and a darker lava with no vegetation at all. It's the lava flow of 2001. 2001, this lava flow totally destroyed the previous touristic station. The touristic area you see now was rebuilt after 2001. There was another one before, which now is a bit lower, deeper in the ground. It was totally covered by the lava flow of 2001 that you can clearly see there. So destroying the cable car, all the hotels, restaurants and souvenir shops, the parking, the road. So everything was rebuilt afterwards. After a bit more than 1 year, so 2001 was an eruption that lasted 23 days between July and August. The 27th October 2002, so a bit more than 1 year later, a new eruption developing both on the southern side and on the northern side of Etna. So lava flew again the same direction, but it stopped a bit higher. So in 2001 the lava almost reached Nicolosi, which is the highest village on the southern flank of Etna. You've crossed Nicolosi, while in 2002 higher at 2000 meters. But in 2000 meters on the other side of Etna, so on the northern flank, there is another touristic area that was totally destroyed and covered by the lava flow of 2002. So in a bit more than 1 year we've lost both touristic areas that are also skiing stations in winter time. So you can take the cable car and then the chairlift to go skiing on an active volcano looking the sea. It's not really common.
No.
We can say
Pretty unique.
we can say bye bye all together. If you want, I have a message for Mix from her his sister. Michael, they are feeding you well, I can see.
2 more months.
2 more months. He said, I don't want to come out.
So all together, let's say bye-bye.
We want to say bye-bye to the world, guys.
Come with me, Mix.
This way, this way, this way, this way, this
So
way.
all together. I'm waiting for you. So,
Ciao al mondo.
Falling down during the live broadcast.
Vieni qua.
Ciao, ciao.
all together.
Love, hugs, and kisses from Sicily. Ciao.